Now you can see why I brought Nat Williams along.
Yeah.
He actually knows how to play the Nat's from Woodstock, Vermont. And he lives about 5 miles from a house I live in sometimes up in Vermont. I live sometimes in Vermont, and I sometimes live in Franklin. And you know, when I'm up in Vermont, you know, Vermont's a very beautiful place, and it's rural and country-like. But Franklin is so quiet and so remote, and the place I live is just in just this wonderful, quiet little world in between some old dairy farms and some dairy farms that are still going. And when I leave Vermont, I tell people, I'm going to the country. Here's a song from my hitchhiking days. It was back in the early 80s. Did a lot of hitchhiking. Took one trip around the country. Went to some folk festivals and stopped in different cities. Played some open mics. Back then I thought that's how you get famous. You hitchhike around the country and you sing songs in front of strangers. It worked for Woody Guthrie. Why couldn't it work for me? Well, those days of Woody Guthrie are gone. Anyway, there was a trip I took coming back from the Midwest, going back out to Seattle where I was living at the time. It was middle of September. It started getting cold and rain was coming down, and I was on a road between Minneapolis and Fargo, North Dakota. And the rain was just drenching me to the bone. The weather was like 38 degrees out. People were passing me by, trucks splashing at me. This big brand new Pontiac pulled over to the side of the road. I took it to be a mirage at first. I went over to the car and got in the back seat. This elderly couple was sitting in the front seat. They're like 47 years old or something like that. The woman looks at me and says, "We've never picked up a hitchhiker before." I was thinking, thank God for small miracles. And she looked at me again, she said, "But we've never seen anybody look as miserable as you before." We pulled out of Gary in the middle of the night. Pavement was hissing in the rain. 12 hours in a truck stop till someone did what he thought was right. There was nothing but conversation he could gain. Oh, a man can feel alone when he's been out on his own, even though there may be someone by his side. Oh, mister, slow it down as you reach the edge of town. Slow it down so you might give this soul a ride. Oh, the weather's getting colder, though September's not yet gone. My hands turned red while clinging to my bag. The company I keep is just a memory and a song, till I come across a ride that I can snag. Well, someone not be afraid when the night is getting late, and there is no one in whom you can confide. Oh, mister, slow it down as you reach the edge of town. Slow it down so you might give this soul a ride. How was it in Kansas when the wind come howling down? Thunderhead stood black against the sky. It was rolling eastward, Lord, and I was westward bound. Oh, the plains are waving wild, and so was I. Don't you know there came a time, had a face or hand been kind, I might not have hung my shaggy head and cried. Oh, mister, slow it down as you reach the edge of town. Slow it down so you might give this soul a ride. Got a sister in Milwaukee, got an aunt in Santa Fe, I got some friends who own some land in Tennessee. I have a job in San Francisco if I can get there right away. Guess I could have told them not to count on me. But it's not that I'm in favor of this moving all around, it's sitting still that I just can't abide. Oh, mister, slow it down as you reach the edge of town. Slow it down so you might get this soul around. Sometimes the sun comes shining and the world can smell so sweet that it wouldn't matter who could pass me by. But then the cold wind comes a whirl and nearly knocks me off my feet. It blows so hard I think that I could fly. Well, somebody may have told you that the hard times have gone, but whoever told you that, one friend has lied. Oh, mister, slow it down as you reach the edge of town. Slow it down so you might give this soul a ride. Well, somebody may have told you that the real hard times are gone, but whoever told you that, one friend has lied. Oh, mister, slow it down as you reach the edge of town. Slow it down so you might give this soul a ride.